Hello and welcome to Working with Newsletters, Editing Your Newsletter 1A through 1D. This tutorial is on editing 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, both in the letter and tabloid sizes. These newsletters are all made by using tables, so it is easy to type and edit within the tables in the columns. First, begin by changing the letterhead. So I am simply going to change mine to AC Monthly News, but you change yours to whatever suits your community best. And then type the name of the community. I'm typing it very quickly, so I'm probably making spelling errors. Your address, your phone number, your fax number, other information. If you don't have other information, you can simply delete it. If your newsletter has a mailer on it, which the tabloid 1A, tabloid 2A, and letter 1A all contain mailers, you want to be sure to change your return address to your address and change the mailing address. If you use those stickers, you can always just delete this altogether. And if you have bulk postage, be sure to put it into the postage box. Now, say you're clicking on this and you move it out, and this postage box moved too. If you ever find something like that happen by mistake, simply go up to Edit and hit Undo Move Object. That should return it to its rightful spot. This can happen with pictures, Edit, Undo Move Object, and pretty much anything. It can happen with this guy. If you don't click it right, they can move. You want to be sure you get your cursor within the box very carefully. So let's move on to editing your articles. You can feel free to use our pre-written original articles made just for our Activity Connection subscribers, or you can write your own. Say you have departments that write your own. You can take their articles and insert them into the newsletter. Say you want to add one to this box, but the newsletter is smaller, or the article is smaller, so we'll take out this last paragraph. And then you want to click in the middle so this box is outlined and simply move up the box. Say you have more for this one and you need to bump it down, but you have a picture here. If you don't necessarily need the picture, you can always delete it and then enter down for this. So with the tables, you just want to watch that your typing does not extend or become too small within the table itself. You can add an extra picture or add a little bit more to the article if you'd like to fill in some space. And with the pictures, we'll have another tutorial on how to edit and remove pictures in a tutorial called Working with Newsletters, Adding and Removing Images. So please look for that on our YouTube channel as well. A popular thing to do with our newsletters is to change out the birthdays. So some people like to leave this fun little tidbit on the zodiac right here where it is, and just simply highlight the names of the people we have here and add your own. So we'll just make up a couple names, and we'll say she was born on the 11th in 1938. And say you have 5 people who have birthdays in August. You want to change all their names, and you can go up here above it and type in, I like to do it in all caps, your residence. And then you want to highlight that because it's so small. Make it bold, maybe 14. And say you have 5 residents, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll just delete this one. Go down. I like to highlight that, edit, copy, edit, paste, and then type in staff, and list your staff birthdays here. If you find you don't have enough room, simply delete this. You can add the rest of your room, and then you could also say August birthday party, and give the date and time there. Another thing people often like to highlight is celebrating August. Say you're not celebrating International Clown Week, but you do have your August birthday party. So very carefully I highlighted that. Oh, I'm writing activity. August birthday party. And since I spelled that wrong, we'll go there and say it's on August 11th at 2:30 p.m. And then you're not celebrating Fresh Breath Day. Maybe you want to celebrate Watermelon Day. And if you do, you could say Watermelon Social. And say you want to keep it that day, and then add the time as well. And we'll say it's at 5:30 p.m. with dinner or something. And say you have an outing day, August 6th at 11 a.m. Now if you saw how my font changed, you want to be sure to go up to where you're working from instead of down below. And just hit enter instead of clicking down here, because the font is different in between, but it will stay the same if you just hit enter. Now I bumped a few things down below here, so we want to highlight down and delete it out. And I just use my cursor to get back to the bottom. So now this is the bottom instead of the other, and you can change anything your heart desires within this section. We always suggest putting the most important things first, and same with this article. This article, if you have a note from your administrator or something like that, you can take out all this and add her or his article in there instead. Or if you had a big party and you wanted to add a couple pictures, again, I can show you how to do that in another tutorial. Now I also downloaded our September newsletter in the same style, because I quickly want to show you how you can very easily swipe across this, go up to edit, copy, go to your September newsletter, swipe across here, and hit edit, paste. Now you see how it kept it blue, and this little box popped up, paste options. If you want to match it to what it should be in this, you click match source formatting, and it will match it to what you have on this one instead of transferring it to here. Or you can always, of course, go into your formatting palette and change the color yourself, the font, the size, if you so desire. Now another thing, say we have a September birthday party, and you just want to highlight that, edit, copy, and you can go into here. Say you're not doing waffle week, or let's not do salami day. And we'll say edit, paste, and it will paste that in. And if we again want it white, go to match destination formatting, and it will turn it back white. But again, you can change your colors, change the size, change the text, all over here with your formatting palette. Now this does say August, so another quick tip, go up to replace under edit, and you can type in August, replace with September, replace all, and it did say 2 replacements, so it made another replacement within the article. If you don't want to do replace all, we'll actually go to edit, undo replace all, edit, replace, and just say replace, and it will replace this one. Replace, replace, and there you go. Same with your birthdays. If you copy and paste them and they all say, AUG, you can say edit, replace with SEPT, with Sept instead of August. So those are just some quick tips on how to edit your monthly newsletter in the 1A, 1B, 1C, and 1D designs. And I have another tutorial on how to edit the text boxes, which are 2A and 3A designs, and again the picture tutorial on how to edit that. Also, if you look online and scroll down to the bottom of our newsletter page, You will see a whole list of do's and don'ts and article tips that you should take a minute to read, or check out our YouTube PowerPoint presentation, newsletter tips, do's, and don'ts. Thank you so much for tuning in.